Hi, I'm David Fleming from the Disciples Ignited YouTube channel, where we are focused on Jesus, advancing his kingdom, and preparing his disciples. Now we're studying the book of Romans, and this week we're in Romans chapter 9. And today I want to read to you the very last verse of that chapter. And Paul is actually quoting from the book of Isaiah. Let me read it to you. As it is written, "See, I lay in Zion a stone that causes people to stumble, and a rock that makes them fall. And the one who believes in him will never be put to shame." Now, we've already commented in previous videos about why people were stumbling over Jesus, why they were rejecting Jesus. But what I really want to focus in on today is the last part of that verse that Paul is quoting from Isaiah. The one who believes in him will never be put to shame. You see, when we come to Jesus, we are offended. He is a rock of offense. His ways are perfect and they are righteous and they offend our sinful nature. But you know, if we will allow the stone of offense to break us, as the scripture says, if we die to our own selves and die to our own will, then we will find that scripture is going to come true in our lives, that whoever believes in him will never be put to shame. Do you want to quit being offended by Jesus? Do you want to quit stumbling over Jesus and his ways of working in your life? Well, let the rock of offense just break you and just bow before him humbly and say, "Lord, I want your way to be done in my life." And if you'll do that, you'll find that Jesus is going to become everything that you need and have been seeking for. He's going to become the cornerstone of your life. Do you know what a cornerstone is? A cornerstone is that first stone that they put in a foundation to make sure that everything is plumb, and so that the foundation is going to be exactly what it's supposed to be, so that it's going to be stable and strong for the rest of the building to be built upon it. Well, Jesus is going to be your cornerstone. He is going to give your life exactly what it needs to accomplish everything that you have been called to accomplish. Now, see, figuratively, it means that Jesus is your Alpha. He's your beginning. But also, he is called the capstone. Now, the capstone was kind of like the last centerpiece stone put up on a building. It was kind of the glory moment of that building. Well, Jesus is the beginning, and he's the ending. He's your Alpha and he's your Omega. He's really everything that you need. But I love what Peter has to say about Jesus in his book, 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 4, where he calls Jesus the living stone. Jesus will become your living stone. That reminds me of the time that the Israelites were traveling throughout the wilderness and they ran out of water, and God told Moses to strike the rock, and when he did, water just came gushing out of that rock, and enough water to feed the multitudes of people. Well, that's exactly what Jesus is to us. He is our living water. He is that rock from which the living water comes. He is our rock that we build our life upon, and he is the rock from which we get eternal sustenance. My friends, if you'll let Jesus break you, you'll find that he is everything that you need. He will become your Alpha, your Omega. He will become your rock from which you get eternal sustenance from. Let Jesus become your everything. We'll talk again tomorrow.